Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of the lecture where we will try to understand the basic setup of the CASA. In a CASA setup, we usually use chamber slides, and this is an open microscope so that you can also use slides, common slide. But here we use macular chamber. This is one where we use 3 microliter of the semen which we upload, and then we put the cover slip, which is a glass cover slip, thicker. It is around 5 mm in thickness, so that it will cause a pressing effect on the drop of the semen and cause uniform distribution. It is having an off height of 10 mm disc shaped area, that is which is known as platform. On the platform and with this cover slip, the semen uniformly distributes. Besides this, there are some precise slides come. Mini tube has its own slides. These are known as chamber slides. Here these are the 4 chambers where the loading is done from the upside. I will do the same loading process in part 3 of my lecture, where I will show how to load successfully the semen samples for an equal uniform distribution inside the chamber without spaces or bubbles. This is around 3 microliter of the semen is being loaded in every chamber, but these are expensive slides. So when we are doing research or any higher end of work, then we use these slides. Another slide comes from the LISA, and LISA slides are maybe 2 chamber, maybe 4 chamber, maybe 8 chamber. I am having an 8 chamber slide. Here every chamber is opposite to each other, and you can load 2 microliter of the semen. Loading in these chamber slides plays a very important part of the semen analysis. Why I am saying? Because when we just go for pipetting of the semen, as you know that semen is thicker and we have diluted it, still there is a possibility of small air bubbles. And when we load here, if you do not know how to properly load, then there is possibility of spaces. And these spaces create a great bit of problem when we adjust under the microscope. The same thing I can say for the macular chamber. Macular chamber, the surface, the platform needs to be clean every time when you finish your experiment with alcohol, 70% alcohol. Once you clean it, the platform should show homogeneous light passage. If the light is uniformly passing without any dots, then it is clear. Always use high-end wipes so that the cleaning surface will not have any debris or they should not show any scratches. The cover slip, which is around 5 mm thickness, is very distinct for this type of macular chamber. So therefore, when you are using the cover slip, never put your finger or your glove's hand on the upper side, because it sometimes gives a pseudo ramification to the spermatozoa which are being observed under the microscope. So these are some of the points which come by experience. Next I am coming to the setup. Here the setup, the computer is loaded with the Minitube software. It varies from software to software, but I am showing for Minitube and a common CASA application. All the CASA works on the same principle, but operational differences may be there. So here is the interface is there, and this CASA from the Minitube is the Androvision. The software is Androvision, and here what I am doing now, just double click the Androvision, the interface will open. In this interface you are getting various type of parameters, and once you go to the motility, advanced analysis, quality control, reports, review, morphology, morphometry, database, setup, support, these are some of the tabs will come. But we are very much concerned about the motility and concentration. So just open the interface. And once the interface is open, it will come like this. It will vary from CASA to CASA, no doubt. This depends on the type of software used. But in this case, it will show an interface like this. So before recording anything in the interface, I will show in the part 3 how the interface is used with a very little bit close setup, so that you people can see how the analysis is going on. Now coming to after the interface, here it is a power pack system which is providing the light, and here the heating plate is there. This heating plate regulator is having two surfaces. One is a plate adjuster here and one is the platform adjuster. Here the stage is maintaining 37 plus minus 1. We keep it 38. You can see here. And also the plate here we are maintaining 37 plus minus 8 means almost 38. And this plate and this is well configured and synchronized. That means the temperature on both the surfaces is almost the same. Here, this is the total microscope setup. Usually this mini tube CASA is modified for a 20x objective and a negative phase contrast with a blue filter. And again I am saying this varies from person to person, lab to lab, CASA to CASA, because every CASA works on a common principle but their operations are different. So here a negative phase contrast is there with a blue filter. We just load the semen in the slide and then we load the slide here to go on for measurement. That is my part 3 of the lecture. So these are common hardwares which are usually very common in all the types of CASA system. I prefer an open system because our lab specializes the signaling studies where we are going to use multiple drugs, and in a day all around we are going to take 150 to 200 readings in different time intervals. So that's why maintaining LIJA slides in a closed chamber, it is very expensive for the type of research. But again, I should not forget to say that it depends on the funding availability, so that you can have your customized CASA and you can do your experiments. Besides this, nowadays CASA are well configured with other parameters other than motility and concentration. They can also measure how many spermatozoa are hyperactive, what is cervical mucus penetration capacity of the spermatozoa. CASA are also nowadays occupied with a very new software for study of DNA fragmentation, acrosomal integrity, mitochondrial transmembrane potential, live and dead count, and combination of all this. So CASA depends on the type of software you are purchasing. If you are requiring multiple parameters along with motion and kinematics, you can take these modules inside your CASA. And using the fluorescent probes as per the manufacturer's instruction, you can record the values and CASA will automatically analyze just like a flow cytometer. I cannot compare a flow cytometer with the CASA in terms of acrosomal measurement or acrosomal intactness assessment, mitochondrial transmembrane assessment, because CASA utilizes the same algorithm pattern on the basis of the fluorescence obtained in different parts of the spermatozoa. Simultaneously, we cannot evaluate multiple parameters by single staining. But for this type of staining, you are requiring your microscope to be having the fluorescent filters and broadband filters or individual filters, so that they can take the excitation and omission spectra and can thus send to this computer so that the software can utilize. So this is additional assignments with the CASA and upgraded systems. Mostly if you see, we use the CASA for motility and concentration analysis. So this particular part 3 will be focused on that part. I will show you how to dilute semen, what are the quality parameters of dilution of semen for CASA analysis. The third one is how to load the CASA slides. The fourth one, how to operate this interface. The fifth one, how to get the data and analyze the data. And the fifth one, the most important, what do you mean by VCL, VAP, VSL? What are those parameters and how these parameters are related to our study? Thank you so much. Stay tuned for part 3.